Hey my ducks, welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. It's Sunday morning, is it? Oh, still just Sunday morning, almost midday. Firstly, I just want to say apologies for not going live last night, about an hour before I got a text message from a friend who really needed a bit of support. So I had to take care of that and help where needed. But I will be back next week for a regular cuppa and catch up. Now I know I'm making my way through the decks that Cheryl sent for the spotlight, but I've received a gift. In fact, I received it almost a week ago. It came on Monday, and because I've been working through the decks that I've got for walkthroughs, I've left it a bit thinking, well, you know, I don't want it to get lost within them. And every time I do a walkthrough, I become like obsessed with the deck, like I am at the moment for old style tarot. Absolutely loving reading with that deck. But this morning I had a really strong urge that I wanted to open this and start using it. So I'm taking a pause just for today, and then I'll come back tomorrow and do the Way Seekers Tarot and carry on with those walkthroughs. So this was a lovely gift. Look how beautiful this card is as well, from my lovely friend Sandra from the channel Spirit of Avalon. And she sent this just to say thank you for, you know, having her come and stay she came for 4 days a few weeks ago now. And we went on a day trip to York and we had a really lovely time. And I said, you know, she really didn't need to do that, but I'm very grateful as well. So yeah, it was a little thank you gift. And it's a deck that has been, oh, look how lovely the wrapping paper is as well. It's a deck that's been on my, thank you for shopping small. Thank you for shopping small. I like that. Little darkness. So you've probably guessed what this is anyway. Or actually, it will be on the title of the video, won't it? So this is Lilifer Tarot. I believe this is a second edition, which has like gold foil accents and things like that. But loved the artwork of this deck, and I can't remember how it came about, but I'd obviously mentioned to Sandra, it was before she even came, that this was a deck that I was intrigued by, and she ordered it for me, which is really lovely. So it says on the back, a unique deck of 80 cards honouring the esoteric roots of tarot with hand-painted watercolours. Lilifer comes with an illustrated booklet filled with traditional card meanings and magical correspondences to help you connect with your innate knowledge and intuitive nature. So yeah, I'm excited to open this up. Let's get in this end, that'll be easier, won't it? So as you can see, it's a nice 2-part box. It's got a matte finish, and as you can see, we've got these gold cold stamping on the top, so it's really, really nice. It feels lovely. All right, let's turn this over. I might bring the camera down a little bit now, actually. I'm just gonna have a sup of, I've got some buttermint tea this morning. Oh, that's nice, still quite hot. So yeah, nice 2-part box. Really, really lovely. Take the pulls apart like this. This is the inside. Really nice design. I like the attention to detail. This is really sturdy. Really sturdy. And this is the base. Isn't it gorgeous? We've got this little white book. So it's by Marion Costentin. It's got some spreads in. We've got oh, this is quite, I like this. All the extra information here. We've got all the zodiac signs. We have planetary symbols. What else did I just see? I saw colour, sacred colours, sacred numbers. This is really handy to have. Lots of spreads, and then we go into the cards. How are we doing the minors? There's not a lot of... so the extra cards, looks like after the world, we've got a Lilith card and a Lucifer card, which is what you'd expect with Lilith Tarot. And then we've got 3 per page for the minors, so less information about the minors. So the book's not a huge book. Are they even numbered? No, the pages aren't numbered. But yeah, it's okay. I really do like the extra bits of information. We've got some sacred symbols here as well, look. So sacred symbols, numerology, colours, planetary symbols, and zodiac information as well. And then obviously the elements. I mean, this is a nice little book to have, whether to use with this deck or any deck really, for having all that little bits of extra information. Okay, so we'll take the... It might be easier just to rip the paper band. It feels smaller than a standard tarot deck. Yeah, let's have a look. I think it is. Yeah, so it's the same width as a standard tarot card, but it's shorter, as you can see. I'll shows up close on the white, as you can see here. Really love the backs. These backs are gorgeous. Look at that. You can see all the cold stamping, and yeah, really nice. Obviously not reversible, but really nice. Cardstock's nice. It's not the thickest, but it has a nice matte finish to it. Yeah, I noticed when it's not the thickest deck, but this flex here. So I do think it's got a bit of a core. Not one that I think would bend quite easily. Yeah, nice, really nice. Okay, so let's take a closer up look. Okay, so that should give us a nice clearer image. So you'll see from these cards that they are kind of busy, and I'm not a huge lover of really busy cards, but not all of them are like this. A lot of them feel a little bit deconstructed because we are getting essence of the cards that we would know, particularly with all the different symbols that are being represented here. We've got all of the elements represented in the full card. We have the lemniscate, we have the all-seeing eye, you know, we've got fire, we've got lightning, we've got stars, beasts. We've got it all going on in the cards. I'm not going to read from the book for every card, but I do want to read from the full, so you get an idea of what the text provides when it comes to the card meanings. I probably will read when we get to the Lilith card and the Lucifer card, because these are 2 extra cards in the deck, and I know people found that quite useful a couple of days ago when I did that with the Black Violet tarot. And my knowledge of Lilith is really limited. The only thing I remember from from my kind of upbringing was that she was believed to be Adam's first wife before Eve, and she came from the same soil as Adam, whereas Eve was made from his rib. And she's often referred to as the demonic first wife. Whether that's the Lilith, that because you know what happens with gods, goddesses and deities over time and through different cultures and belief systems, they take on different personas. But that's my only kind of knowledge of Lilith. Okay, so in the book you get the number and the title, and then you get the associations and an upright and reversed meaning. What I will say about this book is the font is extremely small. This isn't a huge book anyway, but when I was just looking through a moment ago, I thought I probably need a magnifying glass to read this. I don't know if my magnifying glass actually is to hand at the moment. But anyway, I will do my best. So the element is air. The planet is Uranus. Stone is agate, adventurine or tourmaline. The herbs are cedar, geranium or peppermint. And the affirmation, so you get an affirmation as well, is with each day I am offered new choices. The upright meanings tends to be a series of keywords really. Innocence, new beginnings, spontaneity, unconventionality, leap of faith, trust in the universe, the inventive self, choice, the realm of the possible, opportunity and potential. So they're words that all of those words is what I would associate with the Fool anyway. So it's not really giving me anything that I didn't already know. I would have probably liked to hear a little bit more about the artist's interpretation of the Fool and why they depicted the image the way that they have. But this book really is kind of, I'm not going to say it's generic because it's generic when it comes to the upright and reverse meanings because it's keywords that we would associate. But what I do appreciate about this book is all the extra information about the different associations. Okay, so that's our Fool. And you'll see at the bottom as well, we have the air symbol here in gold metallic. Do you see that? So you do get those associations and symbols throughout each of the card, as well as perhaps what's depicted in the image itself. I love this magician card. Really do love this. Is this what we saw? No, it's not. But I thought it was what we saw on the inside of the box, but it's very similar. So the artist style, I really love. I really like this. Here's the High Priestess. Just look at her. And the quality of the cards is wonderful. It's midday now. Can you hear the bongs? The Empress. Beautiful Empress. I love her tattoo art as well. We've got the spiral here, and that looks like it could be an OM. We have the female symbol here, and again, you know, a nod to the land, the Empress, and the growing plants, the vegetation, etc., that we associate with the Empress card. There's our Emperor. We've got the serpent wrapped around the arms here. I love the the image. I mean, look at this. The images are just wonderful, aren't they? I love this Hierophant. How his hands are kind of keeping him down. I'm the one with the power and the knowledge. Know your place. The Lovers. That's sweet. The Chariot. Look at that. Justice. So justice is key 8. It's interesting. They're on their knees, they're praying. The Hermit. Wow. Yeah, I really do wish the book gave you a little bit of insight into the image rather than just providing us with keywords. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, strength. It's wonderful. The Hanged Man. Death. Look at that. Is that an owl in his belly? Not quite sure. Oops, don't want to knock the camera too much, but there's certainly new life in there anyway, isn't there? Temperance. Balance here between the land creature and fish. The Devil. Well, the Tower, that's a lot of these images are quite rudimentary and there's a lot of white, but here with the Tower card, the Star too. I know. I believe for the Moon. The Sun. Judgment. It's nice to see a love heart in the centre of the Judgment card. That's something that's often lacking. The World. There's this creature again. He appears in a lot of cards like the Hermit card and the Strength card. And then we have Lilith and Lucifer. So what I will do here is pop them there. And then I will tell you what it says in the book, because even if it's just keywords, it's not. Actually, we get text for, we don't just get keywords. So it says the Lilith and Lucifer cards hold the same energies, whether pulled upright or in reverse. So it just tells you that at the top. So for Lilith, Lilith belongs to the feminine principle and brings forth her gifts of passion, independence, self-love and bravery, an ally to the fiery woman within. Lilith teaches that every transformation requires a sacrifice and positive change cannot be achieved without pain. When Lilith appears in a reading, she is an inspiring influence. You are being invited to disenfranchise yourself from the expectations of others and dance to the beat of your own drum. Lucifer belongs with the masculine principle and brings forth his gifts of desire, vitality, self-actualization and pride, an ally to the enlightened man within. Lucifer teaches that seeking to fulfill one's desires isn't selfish, and any time spent judging others is wasted. When Lucifer appears in a reading, he is an empowering influence. You are being invited to assert yourself and take action in the direction of your goals. So, yeah, I like that. again, you know what I'm going to say. I would use, I don't know if I would put these into a reading outside of using them as, the words just gone straight out of my head. What is it called? Like querent cards. It's gone out of my head, and the more I'm trying to think about it, I use the word every day, but the more I try and think about it, the more it will go. So I'll just push it outside and just see if it comes. But yeah, for me, depending on my kind of life state, what I'm asking about, how I'm feeling, I would probably choose one of these cards to be a significator card. I know if I didn't try and overthink it, it would just come naturally. So, am I the only one that does that? I know I have ADD, but I'm sure others, use a word every single day and then suddenly it just vanishes. Anyway, little rabbit hole that went down there. So let's now look at the minors. It looks like we have our wands first because we've got this club type image here. We've got a serpent, we've got lots of fire, and of course it's representing the fire suit here. Two. When I just turned that card, then I saw 2 carrots. I don't know why, but clearly they are wands, they are clubs. Look at these little creatures here with their horns on their heads. Make sure these are in shot properly. So it does seem to be the same sort of characters throughout the suit here. So they are quite pippish, which, when I saw Justice at 8, I wondered, because I've not watched a full walkthrough of this. I've taken a peek because I've seen people mention it and I liked what I saw. Wow, look at that, the 10, that heavy burden right on top of her head. You have the page, yeah, it's the same beings, the knight, king, so we're going king, queen, and queen, and then we go to our water suit. I love how each suit really embodies that the element that it's representing. This is very watery, isn't it? Oh, look at that for the 5 of Cups. Interesting, we have 3 upturned here. Oh no, we have 4 actually. Upturned. I really like this deck. It's very different. Sometimes we need different, don't we? Oops, took 2 together there. Our knight on a boat. And then we have our swords. The sword element here. A sword element. Air element. Oh, I like this. I really like this card, that image. It's almost like the two melding together makes a separate face. Do you see it? That's clever. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. And this is kind of, with the quartz, very sort of storm cloudy, isn't it? You know, starting to see black clouds and, yeah, just very stormy. I love that for the cream. Look at that. And then our final suit is the earth suit. There's this creature again. Okay, so there you have it, Lilifer Tarot. I've heard a lot about it, seen a few images before today, and I'm thrilled to have it. Really think it's a very special deck. Only criticism, and it's not really criticism, because I think what they've put into this little book is a lot of information. It just feels a little bit lacking when it comes to the cards. I would just love to have heard, and maybe they'll bring out a separate book, I don't know, but you know, the artist's own words about the images in the cards. But this is a beautiful, beautiful, and I believe it's the second edition. I don't think we had all the kind of gold foiling accents and things on it, but it feels nice, lovely, nice matte cardstock. Thank you, Sandra, for sending me this deck. It's like any decks that I'm gifted, they've become very, very special in my collection, and I'm thrilled to have this. So thank you, Sandra, and it was very kind of you. Thank you to everybody for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your weekend and a wonderful week ahead. I'll be back to continue with the decks that Cheryl sent from Oneness Emporium. I just didn't want to leave this another week before I cracked it open and took a look. And I always like to share my first impressions with you. So, all right, until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.